Yes, sir. We are ready to go.
Okay. I'd like to call the time now is 3:03. I'd like to call the Community Development Committee meeting to order. And as first thing is customary, let's bow our head for silence, our meditation. Amen. Thank you. We'll move right on to public participation. I think we have one person sign up.
Yes, that is correct. Mr.
Okay.
Bryan?
A minute and a half.
Mr. Bryan, would you like to speak? You just have 90 seconds.
No problem. I just came here to give notice. Based on this, the curfew on last night, the Department of Justice has preventative program and activity with gang membership. And also, so you had an FBI investigation. Apparently, this is my cash tag, cash DAP 672076. Anthony Bryant, AG Bryant Group, Inc. And clearly, it's been an investigation on my company and me, and to the point where the Attorney General is involved, I believe, and others. And also, there's a person on council's family member, is a treasurer of the county as well. I'm a former county board member. I'm the only one that's spoken an $800 million budget for the county, and on record. So therefore, I take this very, very serious, very personal, that I have to be here with a minute 50, and you're not even here. Okay, you should be here in this room on the people. Okay, you shouldn't be on virtual. You should be here with the people. That's who votes for you. Okay, you got one meeting in the summer. We need a longer meeting. We need more citizen participation. And I'm not anti-Israel either. I'm not anti-government either. I'm sending it to Tim Scott's office and give it to him because I'm not anti-Israel. That's why I'm here. Nobody calls me out. I'm a native Charlestonian. You don't call me out like this. That's why I'm here. I don't play games. You understand me? I'm here right now. My business, you came to my house with James Lewis with a development knowing that you were looking into the police department on a welfare check on my mother. I know that for a fact. He's in a home right now being rehabilitated. Don't play with the police like this, period.
Thank you, Mr. Bryant. We'll move right along. If I get approval for the minutes for May 15 and June 12th, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
There's moving second. Everybody vote by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay. Ayes have it. Under the old business, we don't have no old business. The first business under new business is certifying one building site as abandoned building pursuant to the South Carolina.
Mr. Chair.
Yes.
Move for approval.
Can get a second?
Second.
Okay, it was moving second. All vote by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposers? Ayes have it. We're going on item number 2, presentation and potential action regarding proposed changes to the conditional use affordable housing. I think Mr. Summerfield.
Yes, sir. Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. So this is very brief. This is a very basic change that we're proposing. While we are continuing to work with the consultant on the zoning rewrite, and that is super important, we want to continue to make what amount to tweaks to improve zoning standards, particularly as it helps facilitate affordable housing. And so tonight on Planning Commission, we are moving forward an amendment. This is actually an amendment to the affordable housing conditional use standards specific to the single family residential zoning district 6. And so this is making some adjustments that will reduce the minimum lot size if you're doing affordable housing, reduce the minimum high ground square footage on the lot that would be required. It makes a slight reduction in the minimum side yards, side yard setbacks rather, and then it would allow for some increased lot occupancy. Obviously, We want these to be houses that folks could live in. But if we reduce the lot area, but you're still building a comparable house, that means you're gonna fill up a little more of that lot. So we've increased the lot occupancy up to 65%. Again, this is just one of a number of efforts we're trying to do to make some tweaks here and there while we're still in the process of the rewrite and working closely with Ms. Johnson and her team to implement a lot of the goals that the council and this committee have reviewed coming out of the Bloomberg study, as well as the comp plan and other things. And that's about it. I'm able to answer any questions if you have them. But this is a relatively minor fix that we believe provides some more opportunity in this SR6 zone for potential affordable housing development. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone have any questions?
Yes, quick question, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, go ahead.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Summerfield. So SR6, can you just remind me? I mean, this can be one individual lot, half an acre, and this can also obviously be a large development tract, correct?
Correct. Yes. The SR6 is right. It's just like any of our other zoning. It could apply to an individual lot that's, 4,000 square feet or so, all the way up to a multi-acre, piece of land that is slated for subdivision.
Okay, thank you. So I'm curious just with, as far as stormwater, this might be getting into the weeds, but because on a single family lot, I guess my big question is we're allowing these additional setbacks. That's obviously going to help with stormwater requirements, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's sort of why we're heading in this direction. And my second question is, will Ms. Johnson, you may have to remind me, when we have a lot, they don't have to do the entire property affordable housing. If it's just a portion of it, will they get these additional setback growth areas?
Yeah, so this is the amendment that we're making is within the conditional use requirements, and it's for affordable housing, conditional use, subdivision, and lot dimensional standards. So I'll just read the intent of that section just for the sake of this conversation. So the intent is to promote ownership or occupancy of qualified affordable housing on property across a range of single-family zoning districts, to be approved for subdivision or development of one-family detached dwellings in accordance with, and there's a number of standards that they have to meet. And so, yes, so this is to allow, if you're doing affordable housing in this zoning district, you can apply for those lots to have these lesser development standards than the default ones that would normally apply to that zoning district.
Understood. So it would not apply to the entire tract.
Correct.
It would just be, okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Any other questions?
Mr. Chair, I move for approval.
So this will be going on to city council.
So this is a presentation to just keep the committee informed about amendments that we're working on as was requested by the committee. This will go to Planning Commission actually tonight at their meeting, and we come forward for first reading and public hearing to City Council at your July meeting.
To
that end, I would move that we
send to Planning Commission.
This committee recommend approval to send our recommendation for approval to the Planning Commission.
Correct.
Second.
Okay, you have heard the motion. All in favor, vote by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposers? The ayes have it. Anything else to bring before the committee?
And Mr. Morgan will report that out, and I think Councilman Appel has a hand up.
Oh, I couldn't see him. Councilman Appel?
No problem. I promise I'll be quick. I just wanted to give a few remarks on this proposed amendment. We heard a very good presentation at the CD committee. I think it was last month about missing middle. This is a policy that could very well be characterized as a missing middle oriented zoning reform. So I think that that should not go unnoticed, that we're not just talking about it at the CD committee, we're acting on it. It's great to get a presentation talking about a good idea, but it's another thing to actually move a specific policy forward. And I think that shouldn't go unrecognized today. Also, I'll point out that the modifications that Robert went through are adjustments to minimum lot widths and things of that nature. It doesn't force you to have these smaller lot widths. You can have larger if you want. It just allows developers and property owners more flexibility when it comes to designing and developing and putting to market housing. And when you do smaller lot frontages, you can typically get more homes onto a piece of property, which increases supply and theoretically drives down prices. So that's how this kind of stuff works in practice. It's not a mandate. It's just us kind of getting out of the way a little bit and letting developers innovate a little bit more to bring affordable housing through the market, as opposed to a lot of these super leveraged, complex public-private partnerships that we do, which are important, but won't solve the problem on their own. So appreciate it. We took a big step today, and just didn't want any of that to go unrecognized. Thanks.
Yes, I think we have to look at it because, we had a lot of complaints one time about pretty housing going way up in the air, and it was skinny housing going up in the air. And people say, oh, look at the housing going in the air, look at the community. So we're going to have to look at it very carefully about two smaller houses going in the area and throwing out the community off, so to speak. So if we don't have anything else to bring before the committee, we can stand adjourned. Thank you for your presentation.
Thank you.